This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of MSPN Digital Television and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of MSPN Digital Television.
Turn it over to the broadcast booth for the pregame show on MSPN Digital Television.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level of my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
Here's your chance to support MSPN Digital Television in one of three ways. First, everyone can subscribe to the MSPN YouTube channel absolutely free. Second, individuals and families can choose one of 3 monthly YouTube memberships. Third, local businesses can choose one of 2 monthly YouTube sponsorships. Visit our YouTube channel and look for and click the Join button to select the option that's best for you. For more information, or to get answers to your questions about MSPN memberships and sponsorships, give us a call today at 701-491-6776.
American Legion Baseball. A winning tradition since 1925. Thousands of young athletes have participated, and countless lives have been changed.
That was the fun part of summer ball and Legion was we just played. At that stage, I think everything's so pure. You're just wanting to play ball. I would 100% recommend it.
Legion Baseball is one of many programs of the American Legion, supporting our children, our military, and their families. Find out more about how we continue to serve America.
When one of us comes up short,
we all come up short.
There's no vape in team.
Think there are only school supplies in your child's backpack? Think again. 5 e-cigarettes were hiding in plain sight. Parents, do your homework.
Learn more about vaping at health.mn.gov/e-cigarettes.
Every day across our great nation, members of the American Legion are shaping and brightening their communities. American Legion members are volunteering to assist wheelchair-bound veterans. Still, others are helping the current generation of service members transition back to civilian life. If you are a wartime veteran, please consider uniting with your brothers and sisters in the nation's largest and most influential veteran service organization. Join the American Legion today.
All right, we got our microphone back. Sorry about that. Everything's just a little bit glitchy down here. We're going to work on it, though. 5-0 after 1 in favor of Glenwood-Lowry, and LaMoure is up next when we return after the break. Stay tuned.
The catcher number 1, Logan Potts.
All right, welcome back. Logan Potts will take the first pitch of the top of the second to left field, and it'll be a base hit.
Number 36, first baseman, Jaron Reagan.
Jared Reagan now, the batter. And right back up the middle, one hop there to Gruber, and up to second, over to first. Safe at first. They did get the lead runner out. So Potts will be out, and Reagan will take his spot on first on a fielder's choice.
The fielder's choice brings up number 24, left fielder, Jake Kramer.
Jake Kramer, the batter now. He'll take the first pitch for a strike, 0-1. Once again, it's Mark Gruber pitching. Dylan Alexander catching. Noah Jensen at first. Ground ball, and they'll go right to Noah Jensen. And coming over to cover is the pitcher Gruber, and that will be a 3-1 out for out number 2. So a 3-1 ground out. We'll advance Reagan up to second and bring up Joey Potts.
Joey Potts.
And a strike there for an 0-1 count here to Joey Potts. If Potts can reach base, it'd be Gunnar Theolgis, who's due up, and we would turn it over to the top of the order if that were to occur. 1 ball, 1 strike now here to Joey Potts. 5-0 lead, including a 2-run homer to left. And this one line foul down the first base side. 307 to left field, 304 down to the right field foul pole. You got 372 straightaway center, left center, and 390 in right center. And that'll be a foul tip caught for a strikeout. And it will bring us to the bottom of the second. Wildman, Gruber, and Alexander, the top of the order batters, 1, 2, and 3 for Glenwood-Lowry. When we return after this, it's 5-0 here on MSPN Digital Television.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And yeah, you've heard us tell a good story or two.
But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans?
From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition in strengthening America through service.
So if you're a veteran,
consider joining us.
Or donate to help us support our veterans.
Hey, great party.
Oh, thanks. Here you go. 1 hamburger, medium well.
This is well done.
No. That's medium well.
What? Are you calling me a liar? This thing is practically burned.
That's it. You're not gonna come to my house and tell me how to cook a hamburger.
You wouldn't do it there.
You gotta be crazy.
So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
Welcome back. Glenwood-Lowry returns to the top of the order here in the bottom of the second with Miles Wildman, who got on base with a triple to right field last time he was at the plate. Want to say hi to Jim watching from Denver, North Carolina, and he coached for a Legion team down in the North Carolina area, and their season just recently came to an end after a very hot start, and then they started to have some struggles, and that pitch will miss for a ball. Gruber and Dylan Alexander, the other two batters here in this inning, as that one's going to be popped out to the shortstop for the first out. Once again, a 14 double elimination tournament, so that means we have 6 games, potentially 7. We'll have 2 today, 3 tomorrow, and then 1, maybe 2 on Sunday is how that'll work out. So 11:30 and 2:30 today, 11:30, 2:30, and 6:30 tomorrow. And then I'd have to look at the schedule, but I believe it's 11:30 on Sunday as well. Strike one here to Mark Gruber. He popped out to the second baseman last time he was out, and this time he'll ground out to the second baseman. So that's 2 quick outs here for Glenwood-Lowry after they exploded in the bottom of the first. They are now 2 up, 2 down here. We're 25 minutes into the ball game.
The catcher, number 12, Dylan Alexander.
And MSPN Digital Television will be down here all weekend for all 6, 7 if needed games. This one popped up and backpedaling. There's the second baseman, and he will let it go to right fielder Russell Exner. And that will complete the bottom half of the second. A 1-2-3 inning for LaMoure. And we will take a break.
No LaMoure errors and no runners left.
After 2 complete, it's Glenwood-Lowry posts 187-253-5 and LaMoure posts 19-0. We're back with more in a moment here on MSPN.
1 in 5 high school students use e-cigarettes or vapes. Some of them, like Juul, are so slim and sleek that they look like a flash drive. That's why e-cigarettes and vapes are so appealing to kids. There are more than 7,000 flavors, and they're sold where kids shop, online and in convenience stores. Most e-cigarettes contain nicotine, which is highly addictive and can harm brain development as teens grow. No amount of nicotine is safe for youth. Like it or not, we are a target. This message is brought to you by the Minnesota Department of Health.
Yeah, I just picked her up. We should be there in 20 minutes.
Who is it? Oh, it's him. Where is he?
I know. Yeah, I know.
Top of the third for LaMoure, the pitcher, number 20, Gunnar Filchis.
All right, it's Gunnar Filchis grounded out to the shortstop last time he was at the plate. And he'll take strike, well, maybe he'll take a ball here. Thought he was going to flip his finger out, but he didn't. That's Rob Hansen, our home plate umpire. 1 ball, 1 strike, now fouled away for 1 ball and 2 strikes. Once again, he grounded out to the shortstop. I just posted the picture I talked about in the first inning. I just posted it to our X account during that last commercial break. So if you haven't seen it and you want to check it out, it's on there. And this one's going to be popped up, and third baseman Paninsky will make the catch. Out 1 brings up Blaze Isaacson.
7, Blaze Isaacson.
flied out to center field last time he was at the plate. He'll take this pitch for a ball, 1-0 to Isaacson. And that one's outside for 2 balls, no strike count. 5-0 Glenwood-Lowry here on the Fargo Convention and Visitors Bureau scoreboard. Visit fargomoorhead.org to learn more about Fargo, Moorhead, West Fargo, places to go, places to see if you happen to make the trip up there for the Central Plains Regional. And if you don't make the trip to Fargo, you can watch it here on MSPN Digital Television. Ground bouncing ball to short. Levi Johnson will pick it up, fire it over, and that'll be another error. It's the second error of the game. Isaacson's going to stay put at first. And both errors have been charged as a throwing error to the shortstop.
The shortstop, number 2, Colby Thilgis.
Colby Thilgis reached on the first error of the game. That was charged to the shortstop, Levi Johnson. A quick spin by Gruber there on the pickoff attempt at first. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strike, 1 out, and the pitch. And this one, a line drive to left field. They'll bounce for a base hit. And now LaMoure has a little bit of momentum going in here as they have 2 runners on base. And that'll bring up Owen Lesko.
Center fielder, number 8, Owen Lesko.
So Blake Isaacson moves up to second. Colby Thiel just on first. And Owen Lesko here will take ball 1. 31 minutes into the ball game now. Here's the pitch, and that one's just going to be in for a strike, a high strike. So 1-1 here to Owen Lesko. He singled out into left field last time he was at the plate, and he'll take this down the third baseline, and it'll bounce foul for strike number 2. Once again, cloudy, mostly cloudy, and 83 degrees right now here, and a little bit of humidity to go with that. Probably feels a little bit warmer than 83. A grass dirt field here, but it's still a very nice field nonetheless. Don't see these too often. I'm used to the turf fields back home, but and this one's going to be popped up to right field, and in foul territory over the line, the right fielder Connor Erickson makes the catch. And that's out number 2.
Number 6, third baseman Mason Workin.
Runners do advance on that deep flyout, and this one's fouled away for the first strike. It's a Mason Workin. He would pop out to the second baseman last time he was at the plate. And hit by a pitch. So that will load the bases for Logan Potts.
Catcher Logan Potts.
And this is a good opportunity for LaMoure to get back into this contest here, trailing 5-0, bases loaded. They do have 2 outs though, so they need to find themselves a base hit. We'll see if Logan Potts can do it. He did it last time. He singled to left on the last time he stepped up to the plate. This one fouled out of the dirt at home plate there, and it's 1-1 now. Once again, Blaze Isaacson, let's try that again. Blaze Isaacson on third. You wouldn't think that'd be too hard to say, but apparently it is. Colby Thiel just on second, Mason Warkin on first. The runners for LaMoure. And the pitch is high, and we're at 2 balls and a strike now here to Logan Potts. Jaron Reagan is the batter on deck. Potts and Reagan represent batters 6 and 7 in the lineup, and now we're even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Big opportunity here at the 33-minute mark of the ball game, and he'll just miss. And it'll be a full count, 3-2, our second full count of the game, 1 for each team now. And the payoff pitch. And right back up the middle, and it'll be snagged by Gruber, and he'll take the easy out at first. They will strand 3, and it will remain a 5-0 game here in favor of Glenwood-Lowry. On the 1-3 ground out, and that will bring up Noah Jensen, Connor Erickson, and Alex Panitsky. Jensen responsible for the first 2 runs, and we'll see him next after the break. Stay tuned.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials.
All right, we'll come back from break. So if you haven't seen that picture on our X, the statue, just as you come into the parking lot, says, "In this city on July 17th, 1925, by action of the South Dakota Department of the American Legion, the nationwide organization of Legion Junior Baseball was first proposed as a program of service to the youth of America. This monument, erected by Birch Miller, post number 9, American Legion, Millbank, South Dakota, and it has a little baseball on top of the pillar with a little guy, with a guy swinging the bat engraved into the bottom, and then the American Legion logo at the top, just underneath the baseball. So, like I said, if you haven't seen it yet, MSPN DTV on X is where you can find it, and you can take a look at it here, and we'll see if I can post some more pictures throughout the weekend here as the wind starts to pick up now. Noah Jensen smashed the 2-run homer to left last time he was at the plate. He'll take the first pitch for a strike here, and it's 0-1 now. And at that point in the game, it was 2-0 Glenwood-Lowry. And outside 1-1, so Gunnar Thiel just being a little bit more careful now that he has an idea of what Jensen can do. Excuse me. My apologies. Jensen's on first. Connor Erickson's the batter. And it's 2-1. And now it's 2-2. Not sure how I did not get that into my head correctly, but 4, 6, back to 3. No, they did not get the double play, but they did get the lead runner. So Noah Jensen off the base. Connor Erickson will take his spot on a fielder's choice.
Number 10, third baseman,
Alex Panitsky is the batter now. Panitsky swinging a miss, strike 1. He singled out into left field. Just snuck it by shortstop Colby Thiel just last time he was at the plate. Levi Johnson moves into the on-deck circle here for Glenwood-Lowry. I keep wanting to say Moorhead Blues because their jerseys are almost identical. I don't know why things are glitchy here. They weren't glitchy in Fargo when I left. It's a it's not something on the air, but got a red, white, and blue banner occasionally hitting our field mic here. So if you hear a little flop or something, that is why. 3-1, and they'll call it strike 2 as Panitsky thought he was walked. So a full count. Oops, did not mean to hit that button there. And there'll be a walk, so we'll hit this button instead. I was not trying to predict the future there. Levi Johnson struck out swinging last time he was at the plate. And a strike is called, 0-1. So 2 runners on now here. Connor Erickson on second. Alex Panitsky on first. And this one's fouled off to the right side of home plate for strike number 2. Luke Danielson, nice enough to go pick up that loose ball and get it out of the field of play. No balls and 2 strikes, 1 out. And that one's blasted to left, and it will land on the line, and it'll be fair. Rounding third is Connor Erickson. He will score. Alex Panitsky will stop at third, and it's going to be an RBI double for Levi Johnson.
Levi Johnson.
So second and third, a run scores and another hit. And that brings up Luke Danielson, who doubled into left field last time. And that also gives Glenwood-Lowry a 6-0 lead here on the Fargo Convention and Visitors Bureau scoreboard. Swing and a miss, strike 1 to Luke Danielson. So once again, 2 runners in scoring position here for Glenwood-Lowry. And that one is going to miss just outside once again. Glenwood-Lowry, most of their players from the Minnewaska area. Minnewaska area Lakers. Deep fly ball to right field. Caught. Runner tags on third, and Panitsky will score. And Johnson moves to third, excuse me.
Fly by Danielson.
And Danielson will get an RBI off that sac fly to deep right.
Number 15, second baseman Nathan Dell.
And now Nathan Dell with his team in a 7-0 lead will pop this one up, foul to the left side of the plate, 0-1. He struck out looking last time, and I believe that strikeout ended the inning, if I remember correctly. 0-1. That one was also fouled away, so we're at 0-2 now. Low for our friends out of the Fargo area. We do have a stream of the Essentia Health Day 1 coverage. So whenever the Comets play, that will be on the same stream as the one that's airing the game currently. So in case you're looking for that game, that's where you can find it. 2 balls and 2 strikes here to Nathan Dell. Now full count. And the payoff pitch here from Gunnar Thielges. Swing and a miss. And he will go down on strikes, and that will end the inning. They'll strand 1 on base. I do like the sound effects here. 2 more in the bottom of the third. It's 7-0. Glenwood-Lowry here on the Fargo Convention and Visitors Bureau scoreboard. And we'll be back with more in a moment. Stay tuned.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level in my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, You'll always have pride in yourself.
Hitting off the top of the fourth for LaMoure, post 19. First baseman number 36, Jaron Reagan.
I'm just going to see what's running in the background here. If anything. Should be good. Can't. One ball and 2 strikes, the count here to Jaron Reagan. 0 for 1, reached on the fielder's choice on his last at bat. And this is a high bouncer to first and no bounce foul, and we'll stay at 1 and 2. We'll see Jake Kramer and Joey Potts. So Reagan with Kramer and Potts is the bottom of the order, 7, 8, 9 here in the top of the fourth. We'll see for sure. We'll see if we flip it over to the top of the order or not yet in a couple batters from now. 1-2, swing and a miss, and that is a strikeout for out number 1. Jake Kramer grounded out to the pitcher on a 3-1 actually. No, it was a 1-3. It was the other team that had the 3-1. And that'll miss for a ball, and it's 1-0 here to Jake Kramer. Once again, grounded out on a 1-3. And ball 2. Two-0 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Once again, LaMoure from post 19 is from the North Dakota team represented here in this tournament, as Kramer gets hit by a pitch. And Glenwood-Lowry is the Minnesota team represented in this tournament.
The designated hitter number 10, Joey Potts.
LaMoure 10-8 on the season so far. Glenwood-Lowry 9-6 on the season. And Potts will send it over the head of the shortstop into the gap in left center. And that will be good for a base hit and a single, and that'll move Kramer up to second. And here comes Gunnar Thiel just now. Back to the top of the order for LaMoure.
Brings up the LaMoure leadoff batter, pitcher number 20, Gunnar Thilgis.
Gunnar Thilgis 0 for 2, grounded out to the shortstop. Then he popped out to the shortstop on his 2 trips to the plate so far. He'll take the first pitch for ball 1. And there's a strike. So we're even at 1-1. Once again, 2 games today, 3 tomorrow, 1 on Sunday, 2 if needed on Sunday. Here's the 1-1. And the pitch is going to miss for a ball, 2-1. After this half inning, we'll take a look at the bracket, and we'll consider that our break. 3-1. Get you up to speed on how this thing will shake out in a 4-team double elimination tournament. Full count, 3-2. Jake Kramer, the runner on second. Joey Potts, the runner on first. And that's fouled at the plate. We'll stay right where we're at 3-2. If you're just tuning in, 5 runs in the bottom of the first for Glenwood-Lowry. Neither team scored in the second, and then Glenwood-Lowry added 2 more in the bottom of the third. And now a line drive that just foul, and that'll be good for a unofficial strike 3, and we'll stay at 3-2. Thank you for tuning into the broadcast here on MSPN Digital Television. Here's the payoff pitch again, and it's fouled off again. Certainly honored to be here and given the opportunity to broadcast this once in our lifetime tournament, because the next time this tournament will happen will be in 100 years from now. So we'll do the best we can. Oh, and what a grab there by Dylan Alexander. You don't see outs like that every day.
Now batting second baseman number 7, Blaze Isaacson.
He grabbed it prior to the ball hitting the net, and that's not an easy thing to do, and I've never really seen it done before. I think I've seen a catch similar to that one in a softball game about 4 or 5 years ago, but that, like I said, that's not too frequent. Blaze Isaacson is the batter. Hard ground ball to Panitsky at third. He'll step on third for the force out on Jake Kramer. That will put Isaacson on with a fielder's choice and leave 2 stranded on base. And we go now to the bottom of the 4th.
For LaMoure in the 4th, no runs on 1 hit, no Glenwood-Lowry errors, and 2 runners left.
All right, so in the bottom of the 4th, it'll be the top of the order here for Glenwood-Lowry. Wildman, Gruber, and Alexander. Gunnar Thiel just will stay on the mound. And let's go ahead and take a look at the bracket. And I remember that button's not programmed correctly. So let's get it programmed correctly here. Okay, now it's programmed correctly. So here's a look at the tournament schedule and the bracket. So the game we got going on now is LaMoure post 19 and Glenwood post 187, Lowry post 253 out of Minnesota. And then when this game concludes, we'll have the 2:30 game from Broken Bow post 126 out of Nebraska. They'll be the home team on the scoreboard against the home team who'll be on the visitor side of the scoreboard, Millbank post 9. And that is determined by coin flip in a coaches meeting each night. So by later tonight, we'll know who the home and away teams are for tomorrow's 3 games, which will be 11:30, 2:30, 6:30. And then our 11:30 championship game on Sunday, second game to follow if needed. So to the bottom of the 4th we go. And Miles Wildman, 1 for 2, sent a deep triple to right field to open up the base running here for Glenwood-Lowry. And then he would pop out to the third baseman last time he stepped up to the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike, I believe, is the count here. And I guess it was a 3 balls, no strike count. So my apologies on that. He'll be walked. Mark Gruber.
The pitcher number 2, Mark Gruber.
0 for 2, a pop out to the second baseman and a ground out to the second baseman. He's going to show bunt. He'll pull the bunt back as the pitch comes outside for a ball, 1-0. Dylan Alexander is on deck. We might see Noah Jensen, who smacked the home run back in the first inning. As Gruber will square up again, and now the throw up to second, and they'll take 1 bounce, and it's a swipe bag there for Miles Wildman. One ball, 1 strike. And the 1-1 delivery outside, 2-1. Could see that going outside pretty much the moment it left his hand. And this one going to be popped up and out of play, strike 2. Once again, the runner on second is Miles Wildman. 7-0 Glenwood-Lowry here on the Fargo Visitors and Convention Bureau scoreboard. Visit fargomoorhead.org to learn more about Fargo-Moorhead and West Fargo, especially if you're going to make a trip up to Fargo for the 2025 Central Plains Regional Tournament. And a strike is called as he thought he was walked. And instead of a strike, or instead of a walk, it'll be a strikeout for the first out of the inning.
Number 12, catcher Dylan Alexander.
So there, as you just heard, Dylan Alexander steps to the plate now. He's 1 for 2. Got a single to right field and then popped out to the second baseman last time he was at the plate. He takes strike 1 here. 0-1 in the pitch. And this on a ground ball, 2 bounces towards Kobe Thiel. Just he'll pick it up, fire it over on the stretch. He got the 6-3 ground out, and that advances Wildman over to third. So Noah Jensen, who had the 2-run homer.
Number 21, Noah Jensen.
He's 1 for 1 as a result. Jensen pops it foul, and we're at 0-1. Low for a ball. And Jensen will pop this one up and push it out of play as well. So Jensen down to the count 1-2 now here.
Between the third base dugout and home plate for a 25-cent reward, thanks to our friends at Millbank Ford.
Millbank Ford, giving 25 cents per foul ball. And that one sent high to right center. And it's gone! It's his second 2-run homer of the game. This time he gets a graphic where everything fits. He took the first one to left field, approximately 320 feet. He takes this one to right center, approximately 390 feet, the deepest part of the outfield. Noah Jensen with 2 2-run homers in the game, and it's now 9-0 in favor of Glenwood-Lowry. Connor Erickson will get a chance to follow that one up, but first we're going to have a visit to the mound here for LaMoure. As Noah Jensen, without him, it'd be a 5-0 game right now, so they're going to talk things over here with Gunnar Thiel just in the rest of the group here for LaMoure. LaMoure, when playing in North Dakota, usually in a green and yellow scheme, so it kind of caught me off guard when I arrived to see them in blue, white, and then across the chest, I believe it has a little bit of red on the word LaMoure as well, so... So Thiel just will stay on the mound here, and he'll face off against Connor Erickson.
The right fielder, number 9, Connor Erickson.
Erickson 1 for 2, single and a fielder's choice. He'll foul this one off here for strike 1. And a ground ball to short. Thiel just will pick it up. He'll fire it over to first. They got him. That's out number 3. Stop and think there for a moment. 2 more off the bat of Noah
In the bottom of the fourth, 2 runs on 1 hit, no
Jensen.
And
it's now 9-0 in favor of Glenwood-Lowry. When we return, it's the top of the 5th. And it will be LaMoure batting right after this. Stay tuned.
Chance to support MSPN digital television in one of 3 ways. First, everyone can subscribe to the MSPN YouTube channel absolutely free. Second, individuals and families can choose one of 3 monthly YouTube memberships. Third, local businesses can choose one of 2 monthly YouTube sponsorships. Visit our YouTube channel and look for and click the join button to select the option that's best for you. For more information or to get answers to your questions about MSPN memberships and sponsorships, give us a call today at 701-491-6776.
All right, Kobe Thiel just took the first pitch to deep center, and with the catch there is Zach or check that. Noah, let's see, who was number 4? Luke
The
Danielson.
center fielder, number 8, Owen Lesko.
Luke Danielson playing center field. There was a number switch, and I changed it in the batting lineup last time they batted, and now I just changed the defensive setup. So now everything is correct on my scorecard. Here's another hit out into left center. That one will drop for a base hit, roll towards the warning track, and it'll be picked up there by center fielder Luke Danielson, and that puts Owen Lesko on with a double.
The third baseman, number 6, Mason Workin.
So Mason Workin, the batter now. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Strike 2. Once again, our umpires, Rob Hansen behind the plate calling the balls and strikes. At first base is John Whitcraft. At second base is Steve Cryer. And at third base is Johnny Kirchner. Rob Hansen, a native of Millbank, South Dakota, is what I've been told. And I'll believe it, because I'm presuming the people here know that stuff. 1 ball and 2 strikes as he fouls that one away. Once again, it's Mason Workin, and he will get a piece of that and foul it away at the plate, and we'll stay right where we're at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Once again, Millbank and Broken Bow. Millbank 10-4, Broken Bow 16-5 on the season. They're our second game of the day. This one going to be popped up, going to right center field, and the catch is made there by Connor Erickson. Tagging on second is Owen Lesko. He'll move to third. The second out is put on the board, and that brings up Logan Potts.
Catcher number 1, Logan Potts.
Potts 1 for 2. Singled to left, grounded out to the pitcher last time he was at the plate. So LaMoure with a runner potentially 90 feet away from putting the goose egg off the scoreboard here for post 19. We'll see if Potts can find a way to get him in. And there's a strike. So it's a quick 0-2 count here to Logan Potts. And right up the middle, and it's a diamond. No, not quite. Went by a whole bunch of people, and we'll see how they score that there. Base hit past the pitcher. And they will indeed credit him a hit with that. So that will score Lesko from third, and LaMoure's on the board now, as it's 9-1. I was going to say it was a diamond cutter, but it didn't quite make it into center field.
Running at first base, number 18, Jacody Lewis. The batter, first baseman, Jaron Reagan.
Jacody Lewis, not Jacoby, but Jacody, like Cody with a John in front of it, is the courtesy runner on first base for LaMoure. Jaron Regan, 0 for 2, reached on a fielder's choice and struck out swinging. He fouls this one away. We're at 1 ball, 2 strikes. We've eclipsed the 1 hour mark of the ball game. We're at 1 hour and 3. This one right back there to Grubar, and he will fire it over to first for the out. So they'll strand one on base, but they do get one across, and they get on the scoreboard. It's 9-1 as we go to the middle of the 5th.
Hits, no Glenwood-Lowry errors, and 1 runner left.
Back with more in just a moment.
American Legion Baseball. A winning tradition since 1925. Thousands of young athletes have participated, and countless lives have been changed.
That was the fun part of summer ball and Legion was we just played. At that stage, I think everything's so pure. You're just wanting to play ball. I would 100% recommend it.
Legion Baseball is one of many programs of the American Legion, supporting our children, our military, and their families. Find out more about how we continue to serve America.
When one of us comes up short,
we all come up short.
There's no vape in team.
Think there are only school supplies in your child's backpack? Think again. 5 e-cigarettes were hiding in plain sight. Parents, do your homework.
Learn more about vaping at health.mn.gov/e-cigarettes.
All right, don't forget you can find us online on YouTube, and if you haven't found us on YouTube, then that means you're not watching. And we're also on X, MSPN DTV on both to find us there. Broadcast schedules, updates on the Twins Wild, and more, and other Legion news and scores around the state of North Dakota, Minnesota. And we go to the bottom of the 5th now, and that is a fly ball to center field, and it'll drop. Why is the button not working here? I apologize for that. And it'll be Paninsky with a triple to lead it off. It went to straightaway center field. Levi Johnson will be the batter now.
The shortstop, number 8, Levi Johnson.
Glenwood-Lowry with 9 runs on 9 hits. They've committed 2 errors, and they've only left 2 on base so far here in the contest. LaMoure, 1 run on 6 hits on 2 Glenwood-Lowry errors, and 9 runners left on base at the 1 hour, 7-minute mark of the ball game. And this one will find its way into center field as well. Here comes Panitsky off his opening triple, and he will score and make it 10-1 as the Glenwood-Lowry break double digits here on the scoreboard, and now here comes another visit to the mound, and this might be it for Gunnar Theolgis. We'll see here in just a moment. And Theolgis has the body language suggesting that he is done. We'll get that confirmation here in about 1 or 2 seconds. Looks like, yep, they will change things up on the mound, so we'll get an update on what's going on there. We'll take a break and be back.
Every day across our great nation, members of the American Legion are shaping and brightening their communities. American Legion members are volunteering to assist wheelchair-bound veterans. Still, others are helping the current generation of service members transition back to civilian life. If you are a wartime veteran, please consider uniting with your brothers and sisters in the nation's largest and most influential veteran service organization. Join the American Legion today.
All right, so there's a look at Jaden Paul, who will take over on the mound here for LaMoure post 19. To the best of my knowledge, let's see, 6'2", 7, and 36. Okay, so everything else is the same. It's just a change at pitchers. He'll take his final final warm-up toss here. And the first batter that Jaden Paul will face will be Luke Danielson, who doubled and scored a run on a sac fly to right field on his most recent trip to the plate. So once again, the runner on first is Levi Johnson, the shortstop. And the pitch. Inside for a ball, 1-0.
Gunnar Filges now playing left field, Jake Kramer in right for LaMoure.
All right, so there were a couple changes in the outfield. So Gunnar Filges, the former pitcher, moves to left, and then Jake Kramer moves from left to right field. And that means Russell Exer comes out of the game. 2 balls and no strikes here to Luke Danielson. 1 for 1 with a double and a sac fly to right. And the pitch, ooh, that will drop in for a strike. That was a beautiful pitch there. Nice curveball from Jaden Paul. 2-1. Oh, it's 3-1, according to the umpire just now. And now 3-2. Full count. Scoreboard in the outfield still says 2-2, but it's a full count at 3-2. Swing and a miss, and it will be an out.
Your attention, please. Pitch hitting for Glenwood-Lowry, number 3, Riley Dell.
All right, Riley Dell will make his first appearance in this Centennial Classic baseball tournament. And the first pitch he sees is a strike, as that wind is crazy gusting right now. I have some loose papers here that would normally be protected, but that gusty wind is not allowing it to be normally protected. Let's put it that way. Another pickoff attempt there, and Johnson. That one's popped up. And they'll drop for a hit.
welcome to the field. First from Thief River Falls, post 117. Starting pitching for Thief River Falls, number 44, Bridger Wilcox. Batting first for Aberdeen, number 1, Preston Welke. Batting second for Aberdeen, number 9, Mason Backus. After the double play, batting number 3 for Aberdeen, number 11, Jack Post. Number 2 for Thief River Falls. Number 12, Bodie Mosestad. Batting third for Thief River Falls, number 9, Jackson Hams.
Hey, back to work here, back to work. Somebody give me my last. Right there, Q. Good.
And at the end of one hit. One hit for Thief River Falls during the bottom of the first. Thanks again, everyone, for coming out to Story on Bank Field for today's contest between the Aberdeen Smitties and Thief River Falls Post 117. Batting fourth for Aberdeen, number 7, Donovan Kiso.